that just tells you everything that we've been telling you. This is just confirmation. And what's hilarious is this is confirmation from the people that want to pay the money. Sponsors. Oh man, Angel Reese fans are gonna be...
Angel Reese is grabbing headlines, but not the kind that make brands rush to sign checks. Instead of red carpets, she's getting the cold shoulder as sponsors quietly step back. And with her Reebok signature shoe set for a 2026 launch, whispers are already circling that the deal might be standing on shaky legs.
I thought Angel Reese was a big deal. I thought she was a box office draw. According to her pretend friends in the mainstream media, Angel Reese is a huge star.
Angel Reese's layup woes have crossed into almost slapstick territory. In one game, she managed to turn a routine putback into a full-blown blooper reel, missing not once, but several times in rapid succession. Commentators scrambled for polite phrasing while the footage exploded online faster than a celebrity scandal. Only this time, all the buzz was for the wrong reasons.
Commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me get real serious real quick. Angel, come.
This season, Reese is shooting 44.4% from the field, a number that might seem decent until you remember most of her attempts come from point-blank range. For perspective, pros usually finish layups at a staggering 70 to 80% clip. Yet Reese has somehow turned basketball's most basic shot into a 50-50 gamble, giving rise to what some analysts are dubbing the Angel Reese effect, where even the easiest looks suddenly become impossible.
Was an epic embarrassment, bro. Remember, this is a pro basketball player. Won a national championship. Their calling card they'd like to hang over is she beat Caitlin Clark. Remember that. Watch this.
And also with the miss, Angel Reese picks it up, what she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, give me that. How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
Are you serious, guys? Look at this.
Angel Reese, convinced she'd cooked up a marketing masterstroke, planned to unveil her Reebok shoe during the All-Star game. The script was perfect in her mind. Indianapolis as the stage, Caitlin Clark as co-captain drawing a colossal audience, and Reese swooping in to steal the spotlight with her signature footwide debut. It was meant to be the moment she cashed in on what everyone calls the Caitlin Clark effect.
Reese 100% has benefited from attaching herself to Caitlin Clark at every single use. Caitlin Clark as promo. Now with Reebok she's using. This is nonstop. She has attached herself to Caitlin Clark at every single turn, and she has benefited.
Instead, it turned into a masterclass in bad timing, Murphy's Law on steroids. Just days before the All-Star festivities, Caitlin Clark went down with a right groin injury on July 15th. The setback not only knocked her out of the three-point contest, but also benched her for the main event. The very showcase Reese was banking on to supercharge her shoe's visibility.
Shaq and Allen Iverson are going to go and do what they can to promote their player. Like, even still here, like, you had the Angel Reese saying that she was, taking over Indiana, and there's about 15 fans there. And more than wearing Caitlin Clark merch than her merch. She pulls up with about 15 fans, and I'm like, take over, Angel, take over. This is her city now. And I'm like, and she's never won a game in it.
If you're enjoying this, go ahead and subscribe, because the irony here is rich enough to serve at a 5-star restaurant. Angel Reese, who spent no shortage of energy trying to frame herself as Caitlin Clark's equal, or better, suddenly found her big moment hinging entirely on Clark's star power. But when Clark was sidelined, the All-Star game lost its main attraction. And with it, Reese's meticulously crafted marketing plan went up in smoke. The numbers told the tale. Without Clark on the court, audience engagement plummeted, leaving Reese's shoe debut to land with a thud in front of a far smaller crowd than she'd envisioned.
Take over your trap. I mean, who's she talking about right there? Because Clark takes over every single trap she goes to. In fact, they gotta expand the trap so she can take over more real estate. every single place she goes to. I mean, there is zero argument to possibly be made that she isn't the biggest attraction, the one that brings the most attention, whatever. It's not even worth talking.
The basketball gods, it seems, have a wicked sense of humor. Angel Reese, so vocal about her own star power and ability to pack arenas, was suddenly forced to confront the reality that her big moment hinged on the very rival she's tried to outshine. What was meant to be her all-star coronation instead became a harsh reminder of how deeply both the WNBA's buzz and her own marketing prospects are tied to Caitlin Clark. Now, Reese is reportedly seething. Sources say she's directing her frustration toward Clark, as if suffering a poorly timed injury were some calculated act of sabotage. The sting is even sharper knowing she'd been laying the groundwork for months, working with Reebok's marketing team to maximize exposure during what should have been the league's most watched event, only to watch it all unravel at the worst possible moment.
Assured him Clark, coming to his organization, would rake in cash hand over fist. But, quote, they didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese. She's not the draw, folks. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Quote, I don't know if we can make that same offer. Cube initially sent the offer Clark's way when she was an Iowa Hawkeye.
But the bad luck didn't clock out there. Angel's own body decided to join the mutiny against her meticulously crafted plans. A back injury sidelined her for 4 of the Chicago Sky's last 5 games, labeled day-to-day but with no real return date in sight. From the bench, she's had a front-row seat to her team's freefall. The Sky, for their part, have been putting on their own tragicomedy, perfect for anyone who enjoys watching a basketball team invent new and creative ways to lose. Now sitting at a bleak 8-21, they are riding an 8-game skid that just so happens to line up perfectly with Reese's absence. Losses have piled up from every angle while their star player nurses both her back and her bruised pride. For Reebok, it's morphed into a full-blown PR catastrophe. Picture being a brand exec, watching your signature athlete clang layups while wearing your logo, as commentators across the league chuckle at her expense. The company that once ruled the hardwood is now tethered to a player who's become a walking metaphor for missed opportunities, in every sense of the word.
Boy, to get popped by 40 at home. Now I'm seeing the Sky fans. It's some Sky fans going at Angel Reese. Sky fans is going at Angel Reese. And I didn't even think about this. Okay, so Angel Reese, you sat out the game before the All-Star game. Then you played in the All-Star game. Then you played one game and said, okay, your back is hurting. Now you're not playing again. I don't know. Look, the Sky fans is bringing it up, not me. They bringing it up. Look. Don't get mad at me.
Reebok's basketball revival, under the direction of Shaquille O'Neal, was built around one bold move, making Angel Reese their marquee signing. She was to be the face of their comeback, the centerpiece of the Reebok by Angel collection, with a full signature shoe line crafted to match her personality and playing style. But charisma and flash can't cover for glaring on-court deficiencies, and that's exactly what's been on display. What should have been a triumphant moment of athletic achievement and brand synergy instead became a textbook lesson in how quickly a marketing dream can unravel. The diamond dust colorway of the Angel Reese 1, designed to symbolize both grit and glamour, has instead morphed into a reminder of miscalculation and unfortunate timing. Now, industry chatter is growing louder. Does Reebok already have buyer's remorse? It's hard to ignore the optics when your signature athlete is trending more for botched shots than made ones, and when her team is nightly showcasing the art of professional collapse. The contrast with Caitlin Clark only deepens the sting. While Reese has been sidelined, clanking layups, and watching the Sky implode, Clark has been shattering records and fueling an unprecedented surge in women's basketball viewership and revenue. Would you like me to now rewrite all these sections you've given me today into one seamless, flowing article that feels like a professional, hard-hitting feature? That way, it'll read like a single polished piece rather than separate chunks.
Great ideas, wants to bring in talent to grow Reebok and have people wear it again because no one does. So one of his genius decisions was this. Fucking signing her, Angel Reese. If you don't know who she is, she's the queen of fish out of water going after a rebound that she shot herself and can get in the net ever. She reminds me of a 3-year-old shooting on those little kids' nets and throwing the ball and just completely missing the